my PT back, but as you can see, a burp crap on it is dirty, and then somebody put their foot on the back of my car. So we're gonna take care of that. Welcome back to Royal Swag Auto, and today is PT Cruiser Overheating Part 3. This is Part 3, and I made a discovery that we discovered the problem, and the problem that we discovered is that there's a small crack in my head gasket. So yeah, I'm gonna remove this. I have a small head gasket, small crack in my head gasket. So first thing we're gonna do is take this car to the car wash, because for some reason every time I bring my car to this guy, and I just washed it. I washed it before I brought it to this guy. So every time I bring it to this guy, my car always come back out dirty and horrible, and bird poo and all type of. There's literally a footprint on my rear bumper. So I didn't start this video to complain and complain. This is this had ain't working out. This is part 3 of PT Cruiser Overheating. So now y'all might be thinking, okay, so you discovered that you have a crack head gasket. Yeah. And what am I going to do about it? Well, in order for this car, so let me explain something. So I don't know why I didn't see it before, and I don't know why the other mechanics didn't see it before, but when you put coolant or fluid in the radiator, some of y'all might put water in y'all radiators. So when you put coolant in your radiator, and then you start the engine, when you see bubbles, little bubbles, bloop, 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 coming out of the radiator, like you see bubbles coming out where you putting your fluid in, then yeah, that's a sign that something's going on. And what's going on is a small, tiny crack in the head gasket. So now the question is, am I going to change the head gasket and repair the cylinder heads? Because I haven't looked inside yet, so there is probably a slight chance that a part of the cylinder head warped. Alright, if y'all don't know how to use this, it's simple. I turn this knob to soap. Put your $2 in. you put it in. Raise up your windshield wiper blade. I was wrong. It's 4 minutes, not 2. Turn it off, and you're done. Alright, this is day 2, and what I'm going to use to fix this little problem of mine, hopefully, is bars leak, block seal, head gasket sealant. I'm going to use this to hopefully seal that little tiny crack in my head gasket. I drained out the overflow tank, drain out the radiator. And now everything is drained. I'm going to put the old draining plug. As y'all can see, this other pointy thing broke off, which made it annoying to take off. But I went to the junkyard and I got me a new one. So I'm gonna go put this new one back in the where it goes, in the radiator. Alright, y'all, so I followed the steps, every step for this. Well, not everyone, but I'm up to the start engine, turn heater on hot, run fan on high, run engine for 10 minutes or until thermostat opens. And then step number 6, turn vehicle off and allow engine to cool, allowing engine enough time, right? Allowing enough time for you to open up the radiator cap safely. Alright, so I'm on step 6 now. I'm letting it cool off. Step 7 is top off cooling system with water. I don't know why they telling me to use water, but they telling me top off with water as needed and reinstall radiator cap. And then step 11, which will be tomorrow, which will be day 3, it says run engine at idle until normal operation temperature, right? And then continue running engine but at high idle, so 1200 RPMs for vehicle with thermostat for 20 minutes. So I got to idle 1200 RPMs for 20 minutes, turn vehicle off and allow engine to cool for an hour, remove radiator cap and drain system. I got to drain this system again? Damn! drain system. Remove radiator cap and drain system. Leave drain open and radiator cap off for 12 to 24 hours if temperature is below freezing vehicle. Flush entire cooling system and refill with manufacturer recommended antifreeze or mixture of water. So right now, you guys, right now we're on step number 6. Turn engine off and allow it to cool. That's the step we're on right now. So after this thing cools, then we'll proceed with the next steps. Right now, I'm gonna hop in the other car. Man, I gotta run to Walmart and I got some stuff I gotta get. So, see you tomorrow. Alright, you guys, this is day 3. So, the next step is to top off the cooling system with water and reinstall radiator cap. Alright, okay. I don't need to do that because it's still filled up. Alright, now it's saying run engine at idle until normal operating temperature is reached, and then continue idling for 15 minutes. After we do that, we got to turn the vehicle off and allow 45 minutes to cool the engine. And then we can move on to the next step. Alrighty. So, gonna crank the car up. So once it reaches normal operating temperature, then I'm going to set this timer. I'm gonna set this timer for 15 minutes. So I'm not gonna start the clock yet. I'll start it after this vehicle reaches normal operating temperature. So hopefully, doing all of this using the Barsley block seal head gasket sealant. Hopefully this seals up that small little crack or that small little area where the fluid is getting into, slipping through that gasket. Hopefully it seals that up. But yeah, there's a couple of more steps, and one of the steps is I think the second to last step. I gotta drain everything out, and I can skip the part where it says leave drain open and cap open for 12 hours to 24 hours, because it says only do that if the temperature is gonna be at below freezing or freezing. Like, if it's wintertime, then you do that. But right now it is 57 degrees. So that means it ain't going to become ain't gonna be no freeze mark. I mean, yeah, the temperature's not gonna go down to freezing. So yeah, so we can skip that leave open for 24 hours. We could skip that step, and then we could proceed. Of course, after we drain it out, then we could proceed to refilling everything back up. And I need to find that tool, because when I refill everything back up, I'm going to need to bleed. I'm gonna need to bleed the system. Yes, sir, I'm gonna need to bleed the system. Alright, we'll be right back after these messages. Okay, So it's safe to say that the vehicle is about at operating temperature. So now we're gonna start the timer. So when this timer is up, then I gotta shut the car off. I'm trying to hurry up and do this because there is a storm. There is a storm that's, on and off, Alright, so we're on step number 8, which is let the car idle until operating temperature and then continue letting it idle for 15 minutes. So after this 15 minutes is over, then it says turn vehicle off and allow 45 minutes to cool engine, right? So after that 45 minutes is over, we're going to jump to step 10, which is top off cooling system with water as needed and reinstall radiator cap. Okay, so after 45 minutes has passed, then we're going to top off the system with water as needed and then reinstall the radiator cap. And then it says to run engine at idle until normal operating temperatures reach, and then continue running engine but at high idle. They say approximately 1200 RPM. Okay, so we let the car cool down for 45 minutes. So the next step, I already topped off the cooling system. That's with water as needed. I already did that already. So now we're on step 11. We're on step 11, and step 11 is to, let's see. Okay, yeah. Run engine at idle until normal operation temperature is reached. Then continue running the engine but at a higher idle. So that's when they want me to idle the car to 1200 RPMs for 12 minutes. No, not 12 minutes, 20 minutes. So we're going to start the car up. I just realized I was revving at 2000 RPMs and not 1200. I should be at 1200 right now because normal idle is around 1000 RPMs. So I should be at 1200. Yeah, I should be around 1200 right now. And be careful. Alright, we idled the car at 1200 RPMs for 20 minutes. We just turned the car off because the 20 minutes on the timer went off. Yeah, car kept trying to go up to 2000. I'm like, no. I have to let off on the pedal. I have to let off on the throttle a little bit, so it could go right back down to to 1200 RPMs. But yeah, we shut the car off. Now we gotta wait for 1 whole hour for the car to cool down. Then we gotta drain everything out And then we got to refill everything back up again. And then we got to bleed the system. And then we should be done. We're almost done, y'all. We are almost done with this process. It took 3 days, because today's day 3. It took 3 days, but and then you saying to yourself, why did it take 3 days? Okay, well, it took that many days because, um, I had to go to the hospital. Someone close to me had to go to the hospital, so I had to, be with them. So yeah, that's why. But they're okay. They're doing a little bit better now. But that's why it's taking 3 days to do this process. And I'm so glad I get to skip step 14, because step 14 talking about leave the draining plug out, leave the radiator out, the radiator cap out. Let the car sit for 12 to 24 hours. But then I'm glad it said only if the temperature outside is freezing or below freezing. So I'm glad I get to skip that step, because that's another 12 to 24 hours that, I could be doing something else with. You know what I'm saying? Alright, so we're going to be back to that after. What on earth is that? Alright. A whole hour passed. Engine is cool enough. Now, the second to last step is to drain the system, which is going to be annoying because of that draining plug. Like I explained earlier, that frame is under, it's on the bottom of the radiator and kind of a little bit, past the radiator. So, it's a little struggle to get to that plug and to, loosen it up and open it up. But we're down to the second to last step. So, alright, I'm going to go drain the system now. Okay, you guys. That second to last step is a pain in the butt because that plug ain't coming out. It's giving me a hard time. Remember I told you there's a piece of it that broke off? So now it's even extra hard to come off, So I am going to go to the shop. Hopefully they're available. And I'm going to see if they have the tools and see if they can get their hands under there and see if they could break that loose. I got the coolant already. I just need that plug to be broken loose so I could drain everything out and then refill it with coolant and bleed the system and then be done with this process. You know what I'm saying? But because of that accident, it's hard. Because of that accident, it's very hard. Alright, so I brought it to this mechanic. He had a bigger pliers. He had bigger pliers than I have. But for some reason, he does not. It's like he was refusing to get under this car and take that draining plug out. So I got two options now. Either go and get bigger pliers myself, get me pliers that's big and try to do it again, or leave the water in there and just see how it's working out for the summer. Yeah, so for now I think we're done because I'm tired. I'm hungry. It's been kind of wet and muddy, and it's damped. You know what I'm saying? All day today. So PT Cruiser Overheating Part 3. So I'm gonna drive it for 5 days or 6 days, and I'm gonna see uh, if it's better. I'm gonna see if it does the same thing. So if I drive this car for a week and it does not overheat, then I think we might be good to go. Alright, you guys, so it's the next day, next day, and I didn't close the video out. I've been working on this car for hours, and the main reason is because, yeah, the stop leak, from Bars leak, they have a lot of steps. They have a bunch of steps you gotta do. You gotta wait 45 minutes, do this, do that, wait an hour, do this, do that, 20 minutes, 15 minutes, another hour, and I'm like, so on top of all of that, the draining plug from my radiator, I was not able to get it off. Um, it hasn't been hitting 80 lately. We're still in April. April's about to finish. So, I can easily go out and get me some bigger pliers, but I'm tired. That's probably why I don't feel good, because I've been working on this car in the rain. Like, it's been raining. Like, there have been some dry patches, where I'm working on the car and I'm good. And then the rain would come back, and it wouldn't be heavy rain. It would be like light drizzles, but it will still be wet. You know what I'm saying? It's not super light drizzle, like but it's not super heavy, to where it's like pouring down. But it was still enough to probably cause me to sound like this, and make me feel like this. I'm gonna drink some tea, probably take some medicine. I'm probably gonna try to relax today. After I edit this video and post it, that I'm gonna relax and I'm gonna take it easy, you know, um, until Sunday. So yeah, I'm gonna continue driving this car. I followed all the process. I'm gonna keep checking the radiator every day. I'm gonna keep. I'm gonna drive the car and keep an eye on it. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna see. Have this stop leak head gasket sealant. Uh, did it work for my car? Because I don't have a severe leak. I have a small leak. You know, I don't think it's moderate. I have a small leak where it's drip, 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 like it's dripping, and then by the end of the week, it's all gone. So I believe that's what's going on with my PT Sport. So, yeah, I'm gonna keep an eye on it. Thank you, everybody who stay tuned and who stayed until the end of the video. Um, it's been some long hours and long days for me, but not for you guys. The power of editing, the power of you know technology. But I am exhausted, even though I just woke up. I'm still exhausted because it's been kind of rough. But anyway, Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Comment down below, if any of y'all experience any of these problems with, it don't even have to be a Chrysler or PT Cruiser. If you experience this type of problem with any of y'all cars, you know what I'm saying? Comment down below. Let me know what the problem was, how severe it was, how minor it was, and let me know what kind of car, what kind of make and model and year. You know what I'm saying? I would love to know how many people besides myself encountered this problem. Alright, you guys. Y'all know what to do. Hit that like button. Smash that subscribe button if you haven't subscribed already. And yeah, till next time. Peace.